Now, in a universe defined by an assortment of legendary heroes, there's one true original hero. He's the first hero, the final word in power, and the embodiment of absolute arrogance and unyielding, stubbornness as well. We are talking about, Gilgamesh himself, the king of heroes. Whether he's a smug antagonist, a comedic ally, or a terrifying final boss, today we're diving into the history, the devastating power, and the complex nature of his very existence. I'm your host, Anime 101, and we're talking about Gilgamesh from the Fate franchise. So let's get into it. But first, like, share, subscribe, and do all that good YouTube stuff. Without further ado, let's get into it. Gilgamesh is summoned as a servant of the archer class in most of the Fate narratives, but his identity transcends the typical heroic spirit. He is the legendary demigod king who ruled the state of Uruk around 4,000 years ago. His story is the Epic of Gilgamesh. It is the world's oldest surviving work of literature in human history in the real world. Yeah, that shit's old. In the Fate universe, Gilgamesh was born with 2/3 divine blood and 1/3 human blood, which means he is the ultimate mongrel. And yet he trashes on other people and calls them mongrels. A little ironic if you ask me. This made him an absolute tyrant in his early years, a creature of overwhelming power and pride who saw his subjects as slaves. However, his journey, his friendship with his equal, Enkidu, and his devastating realization of the morality of himself and many others after Enkidu's death transformed him. He sought the secret to immortality, failed, and returned to Uruk as a wiser individual, though no less a proud ruler. He's considered the original hero of, the Fate franchise, while subsequent heroes and mythological figures are said to be derived from his story. When he is summoned in the Holy Grail, he's not just a powerful archer, he's the fundamental measure of all heroic spirits. He is the primordial heroic spirit, basically. When we're talking about Gilgamesh, we have to mention his absurd power, the Gates of Babylon. Now, the Gates of Babylon is his personal treasury, a key that connects to his vault, allowing him to pull out almost any treasure, artifact, or weapon at will. Because he was the first heroic spirit, he collected the prototypes of every noble phantasm that will later be replicated by humanity. Is there a powerful sword? He's the original, more powerful version. Is there a mystical shield? He has it. He has it times 10. This means his treasury contains every legendary weapon ever created by humanity. If it's a lost civilization's artifact, he has it. If it's a future artifact, he wants it and will get it. He can literally fire an infinite amount of weapons. But unlike Shiro's unlimited blade works, there could be a limit to the Gates of Babylon. He doesn't need to learn a sword technique, he just needs to launch 100 legendary swords at you to kill you. The few things Gilgamesh does not possess are items created after his era. Sometimes it's the Holy Grail, sometimes it's not. In his archer form, no Holy Grail. In his caster form, he has the Holy Grail. Some instances he has it, some instances he doesn't. This means like Excalibur, for example, he doesn't have, or like Excalibur Lefay, Saber Altars Excalibur, he doesn't have, because they were created after his existence. And noble phantasms like, Unlimited Blade Works, or Lancer's Lance, almost. But for everything else, Gilgamesh is the ruler of them. He has the best version, making him unmatched in almost any sort of confrontation. Unless your name is Shiro Emiya, who just says, just because you're going to kill me doesn't mean I'm dead. It's like, what? But yeah, depends. Pre-Gilgamesh, he has it. After Gilgamesh, he probably doesn't have it. While the Gates of Babylon contains a sea of weapons, Gilgamesh possesses one noble phantasm that stands above everything else. The Sword of Rapture, Enma Edish, or Ea. Ia is not a weapon of human origin, nor is it a replica. It is the original conceptual sword that existed before the planet was fully formed. When Gilgamesh activates its true power, he unleashes Inma Edish, the star of creation that divided heaven and earth. Inma Edish doesn't just cut the enemy, it creates a conceptual fissure in time-space. It simulates the pressure and destructive force of the world's genesis, essentially tearing apart reality at its seams. It's an anti-world, anti-unit, anti-fortress attack that represents the single greatest destructive power in the entire franchise, capable of overcoming almost any defensive noble phantasm. This is the true measure of Gilgamesh's power. He doesn't just fight, he wields the very concepts of creation and destruction. He uses EA only against opponents he deems truly worthy of its power, a sign of his immense pride and selfless wellness. Now, Gilgamesh's greatest strength is his power, obviously, but his greatest weakness is his pride, arrogance, and attitude. He is defined by his golden rule. He is perfect. Everything he owns is perfect. This leads to his fatal flaw. He underestimates a lot of people, and he thinks everyone else is below him. He refuses to fight at full power, preferring to spam low-level artifacts from the Gate of Babylon until he is forced to take an opponent seriously. This disdain for his enemies has led him to his downfall countless times, most famously against one Shiro Emiya in the Unlimited Bladeworks route, who forced Gilgamesh into close-quarters combat, preventing him from utilizing a lot of his arsenal. His personality, however, is what makes him so fascinating. In his archer form, the primary one we know, he is cold, calculating, ruthless, and above all else, a douchebag. But in his caster form, which appears in the Fate Grand Order anime and also in the game, he is shown as dedicated, thoughtful, and a protective ruler, utilizing his wisdom and, well, administrative skills to solve every problem in Uryuk. This parallel shows that the same guy, but two different routes. Douchebag, overconfident, basically high school football player, versus a wise king who doesn't seek out war. He seeks out peace. He seeks out dialogue. He wants to discuss things instead of, killing everything immediately. Now, Gilgamesh is a singular force within the Fate franchise. He is a testament to the fact that power, even absolute power, is often balanced by the pride of the one who wields it. He is the standard from which every servant is born from. He's the first hero. He is the first legend. He is the primordial hero within the Fate franchise, basically. A being who can be a douchebag 1 minute to his caster form, which is a wise, reserved. He knows what he's doing. He's still a little arrogant in his caster form, but that arrogance is just earned. He knows what he's doing. He's not a dickbag, basically. He doesn't make you want to kill him, boo for him, or root against him. You actually want to cheer for Gilgamesh. You actually want to be on his side. And that famous laugh scene is just definitely one of the greatest moments of Fate. He is the ultimate hero and the ultimate antagonist within the Fate franchise. He is and always will be the king of heroes. Which of Gilgamesh's treasure do you wish you had? It's got to be in my dish. Just be like, and then boom, everything's basically, you're ruling everything at that point. But also, what's your favorite Gilgamesh form? Mine is the caster one. I enjoy it. It's stripped out. It's amazing. I have him in Fate Grand Order, so of course, no bias at all. I totally don't have the Archer version. I don't. I've tried like 170 Saints Quartz at one point, but I did not get him. Maybe next time, though. Maybe next time. But let me know in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do all that good YouTube stuff. I'm your host, Anime 101, signing out. I shall see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a fantastic day.